Is your truck missing a crucial suspension component? I'm talking about track bars. Super important. Traction bars. Do you need it? Does your stock truck need it? Is it even worth it? So you might be thinking, what is a track bar? Well, also called a traction bar, it's just a piece of steel that connects your rear axle to the underside of your frame. It's pretty simple. By isolating the movement of your suspension in that rear axle, it prevents what's called axle wrap. That's where your axle twists and wraps. And this can lead to wheel hop, stability issues, even broken parts like U-joints, drive shafts, and who knows what else. So we're gonna show you guys how to install them and go over some of the options while we're there. You know, traction bars from S&B are available in short gusset, long gusset, and the Torque Series. Now, Torque Series is for maximum strength. If you've got a race truck and you need something that is not gonna break, that's your answer. However, Tony, it's just a tow truck. Yeah, elected for weld-on brackets and short gusset bars. Let's go harass Tony and then have him show me how to install some track bars. Hi. Race truck guy. We were talking about track bars because S&B took over One Up Off-Road, so now they got suspension. We talked about wanting to do video, and I did have a great truck to show how good these track bars are. Eamon supplied us with a set of these. Big thanks to him again. We're going to show you guys how to put it on and then do a little after hit. It's under frame mount style. This one, so it literally cups the frame like that, which we might have to move some of this. Some of them mount on the side, which he didn't do because they interfere if you have amp steps like me, because the motors will live in the same area. Yeah, your weld-on brackets will go in between the U-bolts.
And you're going to have the rear flat, more or less vertical. So clean your people.
Yeah, clean your especially if you're making power and you're gonna bolt these on. You know, one could argue, Tony, it's not even your welding skills. Skills is kind of too nice. I just call it welding ability, maybe.
Hey, I can make stuff sort of stick together sometimes, all right?
Well, that was pretty easy. And now we're just gonna movie magic the rest of these on and then come back at you later.
We'll just throw the bars on and it should be good. 2 tacks are enough to hold it on.
Yeah. That's what I heard, actually. We got to pull the U-bolts to weld it, but
have to, but
you probably should, unless you also want to weld the U-bolts to the
if you want to weld
axle.
U-bolts to the axle, or you're a much better welder than I am, go for it.
Bring a weld for a mechanic.
I mean, clearly we're professionals. We do have a Harbor Freight welder.
Okay. And then cover your sins. Pretty much just goes on dry.
Goes on dry. It's kind of like powder coating, but not at all.
What do you think? Are people gonna roast you for not covering your brake lines?
You're gonna melt your brakes, bro.
You know what the best part about not really being on the internet really at all is?
Oh, you don't have to worry about it?
Right.
Because you're never gonna see it. Yeah, you could send mail to KC Turbos and then say @Tony. He might get it that way, maybe.
Drag bar bracket's still kind of warm. Yeah, you do this.
Oh, you put the sleeve in it.
I'm pretty sure that's what, yeah, it shows you in the instructions. There's even pictures. You didn't have to read me.
Right in front of the air dog. Perfect.
So if we go under the air dog, that'd be great.
That would be real nice.
Thingy's angled.
Yeah.
Angle backwards is gonna go towards the axle.
Towards
if you put it on the wrong side, it means that the track bar is gonna have to go like that.
Okay.
Dude, it looks like it's gonna fit.
Because we have the Epic Air Dog, we gotta modify this bracket. So we're gonna move that lower mounting bolt up and cut the bottom off of his bracket to clear, so we can run the track bars at maximum length. All kinds of it.
There we go. That's all they said to weld. Welding next to fuel is a brilliant plan. If you ever get a chance to do it, I would highly recommend it. Keep your grounds close and your enemies closer. We'll paint that up here.
There's been a second traction bar. Ah, I was right. They did put the bolt in from the outside.
Okay, well, we're not doing that.
We're not doing it their way. We're doing it Tony's way.
Okay. Little.
Whatever it was.
Okay, so that's these guys.
And then that one on the other side.
And no nut because there's no nut. The traction bar is the nut.
One, how many large? One?
One on each one and two littles.
On the fronts, okay.
Well, they only go one way.
Yeah.
Said don't scratch it, but I mean, we already did. Luckily, you know, that's as far in as it went, so it'll be covered.
Perfect.
So just far enough to be installed. Hey, don't forget the washer. That'd be really stupid. Inch and 5/16.
That's the size of the ones that we got.
Wow.
Get a big honking socket.
It does have to be snap-on, and you will need 2 reducers.
Oh, we will torque this later, but need the bushings tight before continuing.
Alright, so you guys have it. Drill some holes. We'll check back in when we're putting bolts in the holes. That wasn't hard at all.
Yeah.
It looks like that.
Yeah,
You just slide that over and
they say
pull her down.
do not drill all the way through. Drill through half and then drill through the other half so it's nice and straight. I forgot to do something. You know, slide the sleeve over it.
Now we're cooking. So put in your crush sleeve and bolts. Washer edge nut on the inside.
No, we're gonna torque it, all right?
Yeah, 100. That's a lot.
Cool.
That was pretty good. Tighten that bolt in to set all this stuff and do that final torque stuff. And didn't apply Loctite. So now we're gonna pull that out, Loctite it, and then torque it to the final torque spec. And then this side is all done.
I don't know about that. I mean, I've seen your. You didn't know that was me last night, did you? What? Well, yeah, we don't want it backing out.
Yeah, it said apply Loctite. It just didn't say how much. Torque. All right, 5/8 for the outside hole only.
Deburr it.
Deburr your holes, people. It's a team effort, really. Probably a little crusty. All right, that one's torqued. And you just torque the 2 small ones, and then we're done. Look at that. See, that worked just as good. All right, let's go see what 1,000 horsepower feels like with track bars. All right, let's see what she does.
Well, it does still spin the tires, but
It still roasts them, huh?
it does feel less hoppy.
Yeah, it definitely feels more planted.
It's definitely spinning the tires instead of bouncing the tires.
Yeah, that's true. It's spinning. Yeah.
I mean, we'll get down to Mexico
Yeah,
to where
road
we
trip.
can legally do some fun stuff.
Road trip. Oh, it definitely feels more planted.
It did not spin on a 4-wheel launch,
That's impressive.
and no wheel hop, And that was a 35-pound launch.
Hot
So-
damn.
Hey, I'd say it's a win. Normally it would hop the tires really, really bad, like an inch of air underneath them.
Perfect. Well, there you have it, guys. Go buy yourself some S&B freaking track bars.
Yeah, they work.
Stat. They work. Yeah.
And
stamp
hey,
it.
we didn't rip the brackets off. My welds held.
Well, I guess we got to check when we get back. Hey, drives pretty good.
Yeah.
And by golly,
All right, here.
those track bars really helped. Yeah, and we didn't even lose one. Your welding wasn't even that bad.
All right.
Yeah, I would say 10 out of 10. Your truck doesn't wheel hop anymore. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now we
There you
just
have
need to get it
folks.
on the racetrack.